Welcome back to your live continuing coverage of the New York International Auto Show on BeTerrific. I'm Michael Artsis. Thanks so much for joining us. We're here live at the Jacob K. Javits Center at BeTerrific TV on all social media. Don't miss us. I mean, we're across the board. We're everywhere. You're not going to want to miss a moment. If you did, just go to BeTerrific.com. You can watch this in replay. And in about 2 weeks, you can see all the archives on BeTerrific.com. Connect at BeTerrific.com for all your wonderful feedback. And if you'd like to join our Slack chat, 24-hour real-time conversation with us, you, and the rest of the Terrifics, it's a lot of fun. It's free, so do it. I mean, why wouldn't you do it? By the way, guys, I got to tell you something. I am loving what you guys are sending in. Jenny just sent a live from a BeTerrific live logo, and I love it. And he said, "May the force be with you." Jenny, in Finland, may the force be with you. I'm not really sure where that came from, other than maybe there's like some weird Nissan back there with some Star Wars embleming on it. I wonder if they're going to license the stuff and sell cars like that with paint jobs like that, and if that would be successful. I've been wondering that for 2 days now. Anyway, our next guest is Doug. He's from Lexus. I'm very excited about this, and I'll tell you why. Lexus started out as a really ultra-luxury brand in the United States. It's a subsidiary of Toyota. And Lexus came in around 1991, 92, and they have a really nice history at this point. And Lexus was a very nice vehicle, but there wasn't anything exciting about Lexus. And then in the late 90s, Lexus decided we're going to go after a completely different market. We're going to still go after the luxury market, but now we're going to go after a sport luxury market, and we're going to sell to younger guys. And the Lexus IS 300 came out, and I thought it was the coolest car ever. A lot of metal instead of burl wood, a lot of all sorts of great stuff in the car, paddle shifters. It was just really a fun car. And now Lexus continues on both paths, right? Similarly, they've got luxury and they've got sport. And so Doug's going to tell us what's going on at Lexus today. How you doing?
Pretty good. Yourself?
Good. Welcome. Welcome
thanks.
to the program.
Yeah, thank you.
I like the tie, by the way, Doug.
Thanks.
It's sharp. It looks good. It reminds me of Lexus. It's got the luxury and the sportiness right there. Am I hitting this on the head? You guys have started to get really heavily involved in racing as well, and then also we see a lot of sports cars coming out, and everybody still talks about the IS.
Yeah. And there's no doubt. So I actually had the privilege of being with Lexus when we launched the brand at a dealership in '89.
Wow.
So again, that heritage, and I've seen it firsthand how we entered the market and really kind of rewrote the book for the luxury car segment.
Wow. So it was 1989, not 90 or 91.
Yeah.
I thought it was 90 or 91, and my memory doesn't serve me as correctly as history.
Happens to all of us.
Yeah. Now, one question then, since you've been with them so long, do you remember that the game Street Fighter?
Yeah.
Do you remember there was a Lexus featured in Street Fighter? Yeah. You don't remember this?
No.
I always wondered what Lexus thought of this. There was I don't think it was ever licensed, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But it was a Lexus in Street Fighter, and you would throw guys on, occasionally you could throw guys on top of the Lexus.
Yeah.
And I always recognized that it was, it was interesting.
Well, don't they kind of sort of morph them so that it sort of looks like a certain car without it being...
I mean, but but this definitely was, there was no doubt about it, because there was no other car. You remember that big grill at the time. There was no other car that really had that grille at the time, especially the way it was shaped, and then those square lights. Nobody had that. That was at the time. That was very futuristic, by the way. Every car had these like indented lights, if you remember, especially luxury cars. Like Mercedes at the time had their lights they were all pushed back, right? Or you had the flip-up lights. You had all sorts of different things, but there was no company that had. Lexus was really the first that had the lights that wrapped around but were flush.
It
was kind of cool.
Yeah. And
what was it like being with Lexus in 1989?
It was, I loved it from the standpoint, like, again, we were a challenger brand. No one really knew, again, Toyota, the parent company, so there was a lot of doubt. Like, what does Toyota know about luxury vehicle? And to me, that was one of the best things I loved about it, was being able to kind of enlighten guests when they would come into the showroom and really arms folded, not sure that we really were even something worthy of their time. And the real win was when they got so excited and be like, I want one of these. So, and that was, so literally we've heard time and time again, people refer to us as, going from a question mark to a benchmark, and we truly have. And again, we on our own keep, and I say we, I've got nothing to do with, the engineering and design of our cars.
You're part of the team.
Yeah, so I get to talk about it. But we really keep kind of pushing ourselves. And Kaizen is big. It means continuous improvement. So constantly, we're always trying to make things better. And without a doubt, we've done that this year with the LS 500 that we unveiled in Detroit. the LS 500H in Geneva, our hybrid, and then now the LS 500 F Sport that we just unveiled 2 days ago here.
I love the F Sport line. I mean, to me, that is, it's just awesome. You know, I'm a speed freak. You know, so I think anything that handles better and drives faster is cool.
Right.
And then you guys have these interesting touches on it, from the steering wheel to the shift knob.
Yep.
And I think that, you know, there were cars back in '89 that were fast, and there were cars that handled well. But you guys were, I think, in my mind, really the first car brand to say, okay, if you're going to get a bigger engine, or you're going to supercharge an engine, and if you're going to get bigger wheels, you're going to also get some different stuff inside that makes it more sporty. So it's not only going to be faster, it's going to feel faster, it's going to feel nicer, it's going to feel different, and I like that.
Yeah, yeah. And again, you know, you said it, we are still a luxury car brand, so even though we go sporty, we're never going to kind of give up on the amenities, the comfort, the convenience. And the beauty of the F Sport is that it allows for that person that wants something a little bit different, a little more unique than the regular vehicle, but they're not willing to go to the F brand vehicles that we've got, the GSF and the RCF, that are really true track-proven performance type vehicles. So F Sport kind of hits that sweet spot for a lot of people. And again, you know, exterior styling, it's got unique F Sport grille, the badging, unique wheels. The LS has 20-inch standard F Sport wheels on there.
Wow.
So it really kind of packs a punch.
And I like some of the I like the exhaust tips you guys do.
Yeah, that
especially
kind
in the
of
F Sport.
rectangular. Yeah.
It's very cool. Now, I think what's also interesting is you've also put the F Sport in a lot of the SUVs as well. Is that true?
Yeah. F Sport is becoming a large piece of our sales volume because, again, you know, it helps attract younger buyers. It helps differentiate the vehicle. So we have it in the IS F Sport, the LS, the F Sport. We have the RX as an F Sport variant with that, and even NX, our small SUV. So really exciting. And speaking of SUVs, we also have the Concept UX vehicle that would fit below the NX downstairs as well on display.
So that would be that would be a tiny SUV?
Yeah, it's a small crossover vehicle. So again, you know, SUV sales are off the charts. You know, as far as sales this year for all manufacturers, SUVs are actually overtaking sedan sales.
Why do you think that is?
I think it's just that practicality and usability. So, you know, it's, you know, back in the day, I may be dating myself, but, you know, station wagons were the rage, you know, because, again, you had that ability to throw, you know, stuff in there and kind of do your business. But now people sort of want that, but they don't want a station wagon per se. So I think it's just that, you know, usability overall that's important for people.
So what do you think is the newest or the greatest new thing at Lexus right now? If you had to pick one thing, what are you guys doing that's really spectacular?
Again, I think just kind of going in a bold direction now. Like, and the beauty of that is Akio Toyoda, our CEO. He is the grandson to the founding, you know, father of Toyota, and he has this passion of, you know, driving. He loves racing. He actually is raced on the Nürburgring, the LFA. So he is finally involved with all the development of the vehicles, and he really wants passion into the vehicles, the brand, and also styling, just to really kind of make things pop. Because again, you know, nowadays we're all about kind of how people see us and we're perceived, and you want your car to kind of match your personality as well. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
And he's driven the LFA on the Nürburgring?
Oh yeah. He was actually, he's one of the master drivers. So again, you know, it's really exciting because you don't have somebody that just, you know, sits on the board or overseeing things. That really kind of, he's invested in it, and he wants to make sure that, you know, in a way, his name's on every vehicle that is built, right?
Talk about some of the technology you guys are packing into vehicles today. I know it's you guys have always been at the forefront of putting technology in vehicles, even since the beginning. In '89, you had a lot of innovations in technology, and today you're still doing it. So what are some of the newest technological features we see in a Lexus?
Sure. We actually now have, Lexus Safety System Plus is a new standard on several of our models, and that's a suite of features: pre-collision system, lane departure alert, lane keeping assist, intelligent high beams. So that is, you know, kind of the new technology, safety, which is of course important. But the LS actually offers now an advanced safety package that includes a world's first intuitive pedestrian detection with lane assist. So it actually if there's a pedestrian in front of the vehicle, the car has the ability to slow down and even maneuver around that pedestrian.
Wow.
While staying in the lane.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
And I believe, if I'm not wrong, Lexus was the first car manufacturer to have an auto park feature. Is that correct?
Yeah, that was the 2007 LS when that car unveiled. We were, I think, the first ones to offer that feature. So
no,
that was
absolutely
that was a big wow out there. Here in Manhattan, it probably didn't work too well because you'd lose the space by the time.
An LS doesn't fit that well in a space in New York. You need a Mini for that, by the way. Or maybe an NX could fit in the spaces in Manhattan. But that's about it. After that, you got to take it to a parking garage.
Right, yeah.
I've seen people try to fit the funniest things in spaces in New York. You know, the LS could fit in the spaces left for the fire hydrant.
Yeah.
You know?
There you go.
Although those aren't spaces.
Right, yeah. Yeah.
What do you drive? Do you drive something special?
Yeah, no, well, it's special to me. It's my car, but I lease one of our NXs. So I have an NX 200T F Sport.
And do you like the size of that vehicle? I mean, it's smaller than the RX.
Right, yeah.
But a small SUV is kind of becoming very popular very quickly, and I like smaller cars, so the idea is that it's a smaller car, but yet offers the convenience of an SUV.
Yeah, no, I love it. The funny thing is, when I came into this role with Lexus College, I had always had a demo because I worked at one of our field offices, and so when I had to make that decision, what do I want for a daily driver, the car just was the perfect fit for me. You know, it's.
I can't imagine having a demo, by the way, because all the time, because I can't imagine going from car to car. I mean, as much as I love cars and I want to do that, on the other hand, I don't want to move my stuff from one car to the next. I mean, it's never your car, right? Like, it never feels like, so it must feel great to have your car.
Yeah, absolutely, because, you get to personalize it, and, it's my baby.
Right. What color?
White with the Rioja red interior, so again, kind of a nice pop of color, sporty and fun to drive.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I like that. And what is Lexus College? What does that mean exactly?
So
is that the entire training platform for all of Lexus employees? And stuff?
Yeah. So we are tasked with making sure that we learn everything we can about the vehicles and then disperse that to our dealer associates and our area teams. And the idea, of course, is we want to make sure that they are being able to present to the customer in the greatest light everything that this vehicle offers to them.
So you've been with Lexus a long time. The RX 350 was also a revolutionary vehicle.
Yeah.
It really, nobody had, I think at the time, nobody
Actually,
really...
it was the RX 300.
300, that's correct.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody looked at SUVs quite like that, how you did. I thought it was always so interesting to put the shift knob where you did, like really on the instrument cluster in the center console. So instead of down here, it was up here. Why did you do that?
Well, I think, again, was practicality, and what the beauty of that was, it was actually a movable center console. So you could push the center console back, and you had all that open space. So, again, for someone, female, if she wanted to put her purse, you could have it right there. So, again, is that practicality, really trying to kind of make it the best packaging possible. So
it's kind of a novel idea. Nobody's copied that since. Obviously, we've seen this on the stalk, and we've seen here, and now there are some companies going to push button.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen that, but they're going to push button on that instrument cluster, but nobody still with the actual the gear shifter on the center stack. I do think that maybe there was one car in the 50s that did that. I can't remember. It was an American
before
brand.
My time.
Yes, absolutely. It's pretty cool. 1989, you were with Lexus, and I can't imagine what people must have thought of and said to you. They must have said, this job's going to last you 6 months because the car company is going to go out of business. Because back then, I mean, we see car companies come along today, but back then, you didn't. This was unheard of to challenge the market with a new car company. I mean, when Toyota and Mazda and Nissan came to the United States originally, and Honda, those car companies came as established brands in other countries. Lexus came in 1989 as a brand that didn't exist a week before. But
we did our due diligence. The original LS, there were 450 test vehicles out there on the road, putting over 1 million miles, testing. So again, do it right from the start. That's one of our tenets with Lexus. Is before something's going to go out there to the public, our engineers and designers, they just make sure that it's ready to get that L stamped on the back of it.
So the LS, it was the LS 400.
Mm-hmm.
Was that the first? Is my memory?
Yes.
How good is my memory? The LS 400 was the first vehicle.
Yep. And then we had the ES 250.
Yep. I remember that.
And so now this LS is actually the 5th generation LS. So it is, it's come a long way styling wise. Back then it was cutting edge, but now it really, it's kind of making a statement.
I think that there are some design cues that have always carried over, though. Is that true? A little bit, no?
I think so, yeah. Again, there's always that kind of influence, that Japanese influence, and with their current LS now, you see a lot more of that, what we refer to as, omotenashi, which is Japanese for hospitality. So always trying to make sure that the vehicle kind of meets the needs of the guests, anticipatory and things of that nature. So that's always been a thread throughout our vehicles.
I imagine you have all the creature comforts that you'd want, not only and technology, not only navigation and all sorts of things, cameras probably everywhere, but also heated steering wheel, heated seats, all that stuff.
Yeah, and in this LS, actually, the heated steering wheel goes the whole circumference of the steering wheel. Always in the past, it was kind of in a certain area, but again, our engineers were like, no, we got to do the whole steering wheel.
I like that idea.
Yeah.
Especially in cold weather climates like this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Doug, thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun to have you. And Viva Lexus.
Yes.
Took
the words out of my mouth.
There you go. That's Doug. He's from Lexus. Check out Lexus. Just check it out. It's a great car company, great manufacturer, great products, really reliable, too. That's the one thing we didn't talk about, but it's the truth. We're going to take a break. We'll be back with a whole lot more of your live continuing coverage from the New York International Auto Show here at the Jacob K. Javits Center in New York City. Stay with us.